All right, if you can't call a municipal citation pretty much almost a criminal citation, well then you're misguided, because it can lead to a criminal warrant for your arrest in wherever. You know, it could be, you could be on the West Coast and be on the East Coast. It shows up on their national database that you have a warrant. They love inputting those, even for the smallest of things, for a municipal violation of leaving your car hood up. Okay, it's like it's a criminal. It has the like it could become. I don't know the word for it exactly. It could become a criminal charge. Okay, all right. It's a precursor. It's a criminal precursor charge. Okay. So you want to treat it like it's a criminal charge, okay? You have to defend yourself, because if they successfully levy a fine against you, then that's a criminal precursor charge as well, okay? Eventually, it could turn into a criminal charge, okay? If you don't answer for it, if you don't pay the money, okay? It can lead to an arrest on its own, all right? So they're not something you just ignore. When the cop gives you that municipal citation, he's pretty much saying, I'm going to put your life in danger, because if you let that slide, maybe you just forget about it or something, and another cop harasses you, which happens to me often, that warrant for my arrest will come up, and it will only say warrant. It could be for anything. It could be for murder. It could be for, the tickets. Either way, though, that heightens the level of danger, the level of force to be used against you. So when that cop gives you any kind of ticket, he's elevating the danger against you. He's putting your life more at risk, and he does that knowingly. Answering the charge is the right thing to do. Protesting quickly, okay, and often. Whatever they throw at you, you have to protest, okay? Just like in court. You don't win cases by being silent, okay? You have to protest. You have to say or do whatever, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to be a witness against yourself. Is being a witness against yourself truly a protest? Okay? Testifying against yourself, is that really protesting? No. You have to speak up more on the legal matters of how they're conducting themselves, and stick within what your say, just what you can stick with, what you can say in as a protest that doesn't involve you having to violate your own Fourth Amendment rights. Because to me, it's just excuses. Okay, when you violate your Fourth Amendment rights, try to give reasons. Okay, what are you doing here? Where are you headed to? It's just giving excuses. It's like the cop might as well just ask all those silly questions. What are you doing here? Why are you here? And your business, state your business. And all that. It's just asking for excuses, okay? What's your excuse? But they can't say that. That's a little rude. All right, the city council and lawmakers in general are also well aware that they are giving you a precursor to a criminal charge with a warrant for your arrest, should you ignore their law, their local city law. So it's very much talked about within their realms, that they're really putting you, they put the threat on, put the pressure on that you could become a criminal, and they're the ones that hold the key to putting you into that position, and when they add more laws and stuff, that even ups the game. Okay, you have an elevated risks. More laws are more elevated risks with the ordinance. Oh, they're just a simple ordinance. You pay, or you go to the court and beg for mercy. They're all criminal precursors, and more are coming on the books. And I just want to say that I never heard this before. Actually, from Trump, this is the first time where he said right like the first day, for every new law that you create, erase two, okay, because we have too many. That was federal government. Cities are even tougher. I'd like to see cities do that. I'd like to see mayors with that kind of platform. How would that work in politics on the city level? I mean, the law enforcement isn't just a legal enforcement, okay, but it's also about politics, okay? Because politics is what led to the law enforcement. All right, you got to elect the right people who draft particular laws that they all vote on. Okay, laws don't exactly seem to be like voted by everybody. Okay, you vote for the person who then gets together with other voted in people who then vote for the law, whatever it may be. Enforce it hard, make a tougher law or scale it back, you know. So there's a lot of politics that go into it. People act like when it's the law, it's like something that you probably could find reference to in the Bible, like it's a permanent thing. But there's a lot of personal issues that go into how these laws are made, and a lot of them by dead people from many years ago, could be generations ago. They might be re-looked at, but just reauthorized. Okay, you have to look at the history of how the law developed, and you could always see every city, it scales back from 1 page 1 year to 2 pages the next, and it just keeps mounting on top of itself until you have a book of laws. They don't scale back. It's rare for a city to ever scale back unless, you know, something horrible happens to the city where they just completely disband and everybody had to move out for some reason. So in conclusion, reducing the laws reduce police powers.